RTK Media Group.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to we got a good show today.
Man, I thought you was going to let me say, hello,
Baby, you do it.
I thought you were going to let me say, hello, everyone.
Every time one time we were on a live and I mean, Angelo, y'all have seen, he's just like really just came into my world so beautifully. And I looked over at him and the Spirit of God was flowing. And I just looked over, I said, baby, you want to pray us out?
Because you don't let me welcome, so I didn't know if I wanted to pray us out. So I'm thinking like,
that is not true.
I always pray for a lot of people and stuff, but I'm figuring like here, now you don't even let me welcome everybody.
You are lying.
So I'm thinking like, well, because I'm like, hello everyone.
I asked you a while ago if you wanted to open. And
welcome back.
You said no.
We're talking. I'm gonna talk a little bit about. I'm like,
yo, I said, do you want to pray us out, baby? And I'd lean my head down so he could start praying, and there was nothing. Complete silence.
I was like, Heavenly Father, let's put our hands together.
He's lying.
He
did not. He did this. He acted like his imaginary mic was dead.
I mean, sometimes the mics and that I'm wired up so much and stuff. I think they don't know I move so much, and the mics kind of get a little, Yeah, but I did. I prayed us out. No, they must be didn't hear.
You were praying in your head.
No, I pray hard.
Y'all, we have the greatest podcast today. What are we going to be talking about?
Man, these big old grasshoppers.
Oh,
I mean, sometimes you see them too, and you're like, and you hear them at night.
Yeah.
And they're in the grass.
So we're talking about the grasshopper mentality.
Yeah, them grasshopper mentality.
Are you a grasshopper?
Yeah.
That's going to be good. You got some revelation?
I always got some.
I can't wait. Y'all, we are so excited that you're here today. Listen, we are Angelo and Kim, and this is the Real Talk Kim podcast. And as many of you know, this is my beautiful husband that God blessed me with this year. We've been together almost 2 years, and we've just merged because I didn't get no grasshopper. I got a lion, baby. Yeah. And so we are coming up, man, we just thank you. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for, man.
I think everyone, everyone listening, your mastermind, the inner circle.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the support.
Man, just everybody, our church, Limitless Church. Babe, we're like.
There ain't no grasshoppers.
Oh, we ain't got no grasshoppers up in Limitless Church.
We ain't got no grasshoppers.
Now, some people might have come as grasshoppers, but we breaking that stuff off of them.
Yeah.
And so if you are ever in Atlanta, we would love to have you. We pastor a phenomenal church called Limitless Church, 1653 Highway 85 South, Fayetteville, Georgia, 30215, every Sunday, 10 and 11:30. We just had a movie on the lawn. Was that a blast?
Oh, gosh.
Yo, I'm just so proud of my staff. I'm so proud of my team. I'm so proud of our dream team.
Man.
Like everybody came together and hundreds of y'all came out. And I just really believe in community, and I married someone that really loves community as well. And we've got a phenomenal men's department that Elder James heads up. We got a great outreach that Elder Sherlonda does. We've got Elder Sean and Elder Sharita that's so good with our dream team. We've got a great media department you can serve in with Manson. We got it going on. And great music department with Danny. I mean, we just growing every day. Right. And so we are just so thankful for the support. We would really love your support today right here on this broadcast by subscribing. Share with your friend, wherever you're watching this from. Please subscribe, share with a friend, and give us some 5 stars.
Yeah.
Go to Amazon and give my brand new book while you're purchasing it. Get it out of your cart and purchase Unstuck. Listen, I'm talking, baby, God's really laid it on my heart, man, that these next few months are imperative that we get ourselves out of our own way. Yeah. That we quit being mad, that we quit being messy, that we quit stalking people on social media that we know don't like us.
Yeah.
And it only is going to happen if we change our mindset. So that's why we're talking about grasshoppers today.
I see them watching me, and they don't even know I'm watching them.
How?
Because I pay for it.
Hey, what do you mean you pay for?
Pay for the ones that look at my,
You pay for what?
I pay for, I got a system.
Called the Holy Ghost?
It's a system that, when you kind of go on someone's page and they see you don't know that you're looking, they don't know that you can see them,
Why would you even care?
I don't care. But I like to kind of get this off my chest, though,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because it's been on my chest for a long time.
Oh, it has?
Yeah.
What's been on your chest?
Yeah, the stalkers.
So they're basically grasshoppers.
Yeah.
So basically, what a grasshopper is, listen, more than 3,000 years ago, several million people were released from slavery, and they traveled to a land that was promised to them, children of Israel.
Mm.
But because they had grasshopper mentalities, we are not tough enough or good enough. We are like grasshoppers compared to them mentality.
Wow.
Always a victim in their own story. They didn't have the confidence to fight for the land and instead wandered aimlessly in the desert, living a very austere life, very low life. Abundance and wealth was just beyond their grasp. They could have had it if they had faith enough to fight for it.
Be still.
As was proved 40 years later, baby. When they fought for and took the land, 40 years later, what was supposed to be, and this is the children of Israel, y'all. This is a Bible story. Yeah. What was supposed to be 11 days turned into 40 years. Yeah. And they wandered aimlessly in the land. Most people believe they are not extraordinary and they will never do anything special with their life. Mm-hmm. They don't want to get their hopes up because they have been disappointed so many times in the past. They don't aim for any goals in life because they are afraid of failure. It has often been said, if you don't aim for anything, you will probably get it.
Yeah.
So guess what? We're going to get into it today. So y'all go get your journals because you're definitely going to take notes, and we will be right back. Real Talk Kim is sponsored by BetterHelp. As I grew up, I decided at about 35 years old, I don't like being an adult. And sometimes we just need to do new things. Kids are always learning and growing. But as adults, sometimes adulting ain't fun. Sometimes we lose that curiosity. What's something you would like to learn? Maybe it's gardening, a new language, or maybe how to finally beat your best friend in bowling. Therapy can help you reconnect with your sense of wonder because your back to school era can come at any age. I remember when I was walking through divorce after 18 years and I realized I had looked at adulting wrong and I needed therapy to help me unlearn some things. Therapy helped me grow. If you were thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. So right now, rediscover your curiosity with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/RTK today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/RTK. Hey, everybody, and welcome back. Me and my gorgeous husband, I just set you up really good. I just literally set you up really good of a story in the Bible where the children of Israel lost their faith. Baby, have you ever heard someone, I have a friend that always says this, I never expect anything. Because as long as I don't expect, I don't get defeated. So I never hope big because then I'll never get disappointed. So they live in a world where they never think big. They never live outside their negative, critical thinking of this ain't never going to happen for me. Well, that was what the children of Israel did.
Well, I always inspect what I expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Break that down.
Yeah. Inspect what you expect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I plan on going looking for a house, I'm going to go ahead and whether I plan on flipping that house, I'm going to plan on selling the house. I plan on spending a certain amount of money when I buy that house. So this is an investment. Yeah. So if I go into a certain neighborhood, do I want to buy multiple homes or bring some investors? Are we going to gentrify the whole area? So I inspect what I expect because I planned on selling the homes or renting the homes. No matter what, I still expect to make the money because I put a certain amount of money inside the home to rehab the home.
Yeah.
So how can I not expect? So that means that if I don't expect anything, so you meant to tell me I had my investors and they don't want to get paid. They don't expect anything. I made you millions.
Or they never do it because they're afraid that it'll never happen.
So the type of person that you say that's your friend, that they don't expect anything because you're not really. How can we still be at this level as friends? How can I elevate you?
And that's another problem because a lot of times, baby, we are hanging out with people that look like our past and not our future.
I'm not the same person that you used to know. Oof. I'm not that same person. Yeah. So that's kind of different where you kind of like, oh, I don't expect nothing from him.
Yep.
I just basically just go.
Yep.
I just cook his dinner and we go out.
Yep.
I really don't want a relationship.
Yep. And usually it's this, I love when it said right here, baby, if you don't aim for anything, you will probably get it.
Yeah.
Like I love that because.
If you don't aim for it.
If you don't have a dream for it.
Yeah.
Like I'm really big into writing stuff down.
Yeah, goals.
Like Habakkuk 2 says, write the vision, make it plain. It has been said that if you ask a person in any store why they are there, they will have a good answer. They came to buy something or just came to look around. But if you ask a person why they are here in life and what their goals and dreams are, they will probably not be able to answer the question. Some say 8 out of 10 people don't really have an answer to that question.
Right. So if I'm coming into Home Depot, I'm not trying to get anything to fix my heart. I'm probably going to get something to fix the toilet.
Yeah.
But if I want to adjust my heart, I need to probably go somewhere else.
Unless you're a single woman and you want a hot man that can fix anything, you would go to Home Depot.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you got to set your intentions. Like I'm going to go into Home Depot. Yeah. You got to hang out with the kind of area you want. You want a man at the gym? I'm going to go. I want a man that's working out. I'm going to go to the gym. I want a man that can fix it all. I'm going to go to Home Depot.
Right. But again,
if you don't expect anything,
you don't know what to look for. You don't know what to ask for. I expect everything.
Listen to this. A young man was told by his parents and teachers that he wasn't very smart. He didn't do well in school, and after leaving high school, he applied for a job at a large company near his home. The company always gave IQ tests to everyone who applied, and they found that he had an extremely high IQ. They put him in a position that required a lot of thinking and planning. He did extremely well. In fact, he invented a couple of new things that was awarded patents. What was the difference? He suddenly had hope and faith that he could do well at his job. He was treated with respect, and it caused him to respect himself. So he got out from hanging out with all the grasshoppers that kept saying he couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
So a lot of times in your life, your life looks like the 5 closest friends' lives.
But his IQ was good.
Yeah. So they told him probably because he was too smart.
Yeah.
I mean, I was straight up put in special ed in a Christian school because they didn't know what to do with me.
Now you can preach from the Bible and don't
What?
even have to open it.
And on so many companies.
But being in certain schools, then maybe you was at the wrong school.
I was.
Or you had the wrong teacher.
I was.
Some people that's on a good team, but got the wrong coach.
Yes.
Some people got a mastermind, and they trying to teach Grasshopper, and they ain't a master.
Or listening to a Grasshopper. Your coach is not even.
How can you be? How can you talk to a Grasshopper and you ain't the master?
Baby, I always say this. Look at someone's fruit.
Right.
If you don't want that person's life or would never want their life, why are you listening to them?
Because they're a grasshopper.
You're listening to a grasshopper.
That
just acts like they got it together because they figured out how to con.
Well, how will you know that a person a grasshopper? How can we tell?
Oh my God, their life.
How can we tell?
I can watch somebody I can listen to someone for 5 minutes.
Right.
No, my problem is that I believe in people way more than I should. Like you quickly are like, baby, you don't see.
Yeah.
You've been the greatest gift for my life because you've showed me how to really move on from a grasshopper. Because baby, I got a problem.
Yeah.
I think I can fix anybody.
Yeah, you give them a PhD already and they ain't even went to damn school. Yeah,
or I give them my platform and they ain't ready for it.
Yeah, they over everything.
So how would you recognize a grasshopper? Well, they wear the heck out of you.
I mean,
they're always watering down your dreams. They're always telling you can't do it. They're always acting like, oh, I can't get out of this place because I got little kids that depend on me. I'm tied down. Everything is seeing things through broken lenses. A grasshopper is still the same decades and decades later. Right. Like you could have a brother and another brother, twins, that were born into the same family.
Right.
One of the brothers turns out just like the alcoholic father.
Right.
Then the other brother literally turns into this boss because they had 2 different mentalities. One said, I'm going to be just like my family. I don't have a choice. The other one said, I will never end up like my family, so I'm going to do things differently.
Wow.
One was a grasshopper and one got away from the grasshopper community.
Man, I mean, I can tell you this. I mean, I was at this church for probably about 3 months and then somebody asked me to visit their church and I saw the same organ player at the other church.
What?
Yeah. I was like, my friends say, oh, he's a grasshopper.
Oh.
Yeah. So we got people that does this on jobs. And they do it also in church. Because you may probably seen this.
So the guy told you he was a grasshopper?
That's what
he was saying he jumps around.
So the grasshopper jumps around.
Well, to me, he sounds like he's a hustler.
I mean, you call it a hustler, but what does it build?
What's it building?
How does it build?
Well, maybe he don't want to build anything. Maybe that was just his extra cash.
How did the church build?
But the problem is,
how did the church build?
You got a hireling and not an investment.
How did the church build?
I see what you just did there.
If he's just gone though, because he's for hired,
and
he just got paid over here. But somebody else say he's good, but he just left you for probably for about $4 more.
And
he's a grasshopper.
I see what you just did there.
How can I trust a person that I need to build off this? I got to hire someone that's reliable, looking to stay here, to do business, to be able to say this is the church is a business, or where this dealership is a business. I need someone to be here in the long run and to be able to serve people. But he's a grasshopper. Man, he's only there for money.
And he's just coming to your house, stealing your bricks, and helping someone else build a kingdom.
But he's going somewhere else no matter what.
But that's what he's
not there for.
Stealing your ideas.
He's not for you. He's not for you.
And why do we do that?
He's only for you for what you have. So you don't understand what you have.
Yeah.
What you have is what you need to understand who you are. So if somebody don't know who they are, just because you look like a dollar sign, So when I put this dollar sign across my head, I look real good. I got more conversation. You want to talk to me more, right? I look like Benjamin. I look like Jefferson.
Yeah.
That's Jefferson. My name go by Angelo. Yeah, last name. But you see me as a dollar sign, so you want to talk to me because you want to tell me what you do and you to play. The best thing is I can hire 10 of you.
Yeah.
I can get rid of you just that fast. So we got to let you know that who's talking. That dollar sign.
I really think
so
that
the grasshopper is here. So guess what? You have to understand that this is what he is. He's going to grasshop. So you got to be prepared to get rid of him already.
You're not supposed to be hitting this.
I was so sorry. But you got to always understand, we can get another one of these. Don't worry.
I know, but it just makes noise in the mics.
I forgot. But understand.
He's getting anointed over here.
Understand. This is what I do.
Listen to this. A grasshopper mentality is the death of dreams and goals.
The death.
And usually prevents people from having big dreams and plans for the future because they never settle.
Jump around.
They jump around. Is that a song? Jump
around. Jump around. Jump around. The grasshopper gonna jump around. He say that over here, United Church pay him over $2,000 here just to be on those keys. And he only making 1,000 or maybe 500 over here. What you think he's gonna be doing on Sunday, and who you ain't gonna see at church Sunday?
Baby,
the grasshopper that jumped around. He's over there.
When I first started pastoring 4 years ago, I had so many grasshoppers.
Right.
People that wanted platform, people that couldn't come along my dream. We had 2 or 3 different churches in one service because everybody would come.
Right.
I was not confident in it.
Right.
Because I just had my secure. I mean, everything ripped out. My daddy had just died, and I realized that the enemy was sending people in my life in the form of what I felt I needed, and that people would come in and could like contort, change, and present themselves in the areas that I needed them, and I began to crutch on them. I began to depend on them because they knew that was a weakness of mine.
Depend on them.
I'm gonna tell you something. I had to start praying. I prayed specifics. I believe in praying specifics.
I can't depend on you.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I was dependent on them. I was lacking.
I'm not gonna need you.
I hired this one guy.
I don't need you. I'm gonna let the welfare feed you.
Well, we know that's why you're good for me. But when I tell you, I had to learn to release it, baby. Like I began to pray over myself. I began to be like, God, give me discernment. God, give me confidence. God, help me know the plan. God began to show me. Right. And now I'm slow to hire and quick to fire because I realized that the responsibility, you were built for it.
Yeah,
we can't have grasshoppers. Yeah. And it's the hardest thing right now because we live in a world where nobody commits, babe.
Yeah.
A lot of not nobody. I mean, I got a great team, but it took me a long time to get here. Where people bought into me, not the money.
People jump
into God, not the money.
If you jump from the church, do you jump in relationships the same way too?
Oh my gosh.
You jump just like that?
People do.
Yeah.
Oh. I always say the first divorce is hard, but the other ones are like, whatever, I've already been divorced.
She was just with him.
You got to break that cycle.
Yeah, how do you?
I had to.
Yeah, but sometimes, some people in relationships, so maybe that's part of the dating, but you still have to understand that what's the person, what the person really there. Like you say, you don't expect, if you say your friend don't expect anything. Well, how can you have?
And they are miserable at 50. They've never been married.
How do you expect anything?
They've never been married. They're the most critical. I can't be in the person's presence for 5 minutes because they drive me nuts. The most critical person ever.
Do you respect the man, or do the man respect the woman? So we say, I don't expect anything. So you don't expect for somebody to respect you too.
That's why they're single.
Okay. So I would think about certain things. So when someone say, I don't expect anything from this guy, you respect for him to respect you, I hope. I hope that somebody gonna respect my daughter.
Unless the enemy,
I know that.
Unless the enemy has you so beat down with not expecting that your baggage now is allowing you to receive from grasshoppers. I mean, this is really a season, y'all. We're in the last few months of this year.
Maybe that's when the grasshoppers are making that noise. They're trying to communicate. They're trying to.
Why do they make all that noise?
They're trying to plant.
They're so doggone loud.
They planting themselves and they talking. Sitting there like, man, I think I need to sit my behind down.
Grasshoppers are loud and cowards.
I dated the grasshopper said I dated, and they just sitting up here communicate. Girl, I dated too, and they sitting up here went back. Oh, I used to date him too, and they sitting up here. And that's the noise and stuff where you hear they having the same story because all the grasshoppers sound the same. Oh, I used to go out with him. Oh, they all went out with. So it's 10 grasshoppers went out with one guy. They all know each other, so you hear that noise. Yeah, that's the grasshopper making that noise, but they never listen. Like, hold on, wait up, hold up, grasshopper. Shouldn't you date yourself?
Because there's so much noise you can't hear.
Because they're reading the same thing that you're reading. You don't think they know how to read that scripture? But are you really paying attention to it?
You know what's so scary to me, though, Angelo,
Yeah.
is when you've done it for so long, you don't realize you're wrong. Listen, when you have become such your past, the baggage, that you are the problem, and you can't even identify that you are the problem, because the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and now you've allowed all the grasshoppers in your life to change you into the very thing you can't stand. Cannot identify that I am the problem.
You become the problem because basically you don't want to do anything consistent. It's got to be consistent.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just get on this job and say, I've just been here for a year. I'm looking to be in management, or I should be at that position. I should be making that kind of money. So if you don't get it, guess what you're doing? You're going to go right over here and grasshop somewhere else. And it's like we see the same people like, man, I just saw this guy at this Barnes & Noble, this Starbucks. They look familiar. I'm like, you just work there?
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, the resume is just, they can't even put all that stuff on their resume. And we only got 5 months left, and they got like 2 other more jobs that they're trying to think about going to. If you adjust what you got right now, adjust it, and then go into 24, 25,
man, that's good.
That we can adjust out where we can make the best year of these 5 months left to be the best of you.
No, baby, we got 3 months left.
Yeah, well, 3 months left.
I mean, we in it. Like, I'm putting my tree up next week.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We have a couple. I forgot. We got a pink tree. This is Tree City, right? We tree hopping, not grass. Hey, we tree.
we put our tree up before Devil Holiday.
I forgot you. You forgot you married a black man. We put. I thought we put the tree up probably.
Baby, we put this doggone tree up like this week.
I thought we supposed to at least put it up after Thanksgiving.
We enjoy. One thing that I have learned in my 50s, we gonna squeeze every ounce of life out of life, and that is in fact, if you mess with me, we'll put it up tonight.
I know, but people at the cookout don't do all that stuff. We still having a cookout and stuff.
Babe,
right?
you and I have done so good at merging our cultures, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You've been the sweetest. Remember last year when I went and bought the 12-foot?
I mean, I don't let you watch all the movies and everything.
Yo, he's such an OG man.
Man, and we just like
he bringing out all the movies.
Yeah,
we watched Color Purple,
Trading Places. Let you watch the Teddy Pendergrass story. I mean, I've been like, man, I'm just like OG all the way to the Himalaya to the OG. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I just think that the grasshoppers and stuff, sometimes we got to sit and think, will that $3 or $300, will that make your life better
for the future?
Will the $300 change your future?
Yeah,
but how will it? Because Georgia Power is still going to be the same. It's still going to be around. If you sit, the Georgia Power is still going to be a certain price.
Yeah.
I mean, you still got to pay for gas, but the $300 is really you going somewhere new.
Yeah.
How do you really think going to a new place or a new church that you saying that you this player, you this person, do you think you're supposed to get treated better because you just started here? It doesn't. They got people that's already been there.
Yeah.
And certain places and jobs and churches, they got people that's been in those places for so many years. Now you want special treatment, you come there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you got who, what?
And really, when people want special treatment, I think it's because they got brokenness.
As a sales,
because when you're really whole, you don't need all that.
As a cosmetic person, didn't you have your own clients?
Yeah.
So how long did it take you to get your own clients to come up and say, Kim, I was waiting on you. What time you come?
Yeah, but I had to build relationship.
So you had to build relationship.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. We grasshoppers jump somewhere. You don't have no relationship. You just shaking hand and ready to get a deal done.
Yeah.
That's not relationship.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to slow down. Don't be a grasshopper.
Y'all, we'll be right back right after this. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Babe, this is a great conversation.
I know.
This is what the scripture I think that we should go off of today. It's Romans 8:37, and it says, you are more than conquerors through him who loved us. The challenge for all of our friends today is to inspect what you expect.
Wow.
Like, are you dreaming too small?
Man, you took the words out of my mouth.
Is that not good? Because we won flesh, baby.
Yeah.
I get to sleep with you every night. What? Inspect what you expect. Yeah. There's nothing in life that there's not a solution for.
Right.
I think that's one of the greatest gifts I ever gave myself, was realizing that with every problem, there's always a solution.
Right.
And you're so good about that.
Wow.
Like, you're always, like, even with your kids, with my sons, like, we teach them.
Just people that you let in your life. You know, we had the greatest heavyweight champion of all time, Mike Tyson, had all this money, worth almost billions of dollars, and he was making more money than anyone in sports. But some of the money and stuff, and some of the people that became into his life that was grasshoppers, made his life. He was so unhappy. He didn't know that he can find the love and stuff of being in a marriage with certain person and stuff, and everything. Just like now we see Mike Tyson, he's just as happy as ever. Yeah. So why is it certain people that don't have to live in mansions that's so happy?
It's inside.
Yeah, it's the inside.
It's peace.
Right. Yeah.
It's being at a place where you realize that I'm going to enjoy this journey, because life is a journey. Right. Healing is a journey.
Right.
Like, no one tells you the amount of grief that comes with healing.
Right.
I know people I got a friend that literally met her husband. They've been married 18 years. They have 6 kids. But before they got together, him and a woman had a baby together. And they had history. And for 18 years, this woman has harassed them to their core because she never could let go. And so how many times do we live at that place? And I really want to challenge all of you to take an inventory of what does it really matter? Yeah. Like, does this, have I been holding on to something out of pride? Have I not allowed healing because of pride? Am I not letting unforgiveness leave my life because of pride?
Maybe.
Because really, at the end of the day, it's not hurting anybody but you.
Too heroic.
Yeah.
Maybe pride won't let you forget.
Yeah, and it's turning you into a grasshopper.
You're so heroic. Your pride won't let you forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You literally became like the children of Israel. Yeah. Something that was just to build your testimony became your death sentence because you could not let it go.
Yeah.
And so we want to challenge you guys, listen, to really, you got this. Yeah. Like, me and Angelo are proof of just what God will do. He'll blow your mind. Oh, yeah. He'll introduce you to your forever, at a restaurant.
Yeah.
I didn't know him. He wasn't in my world.
I was so prideful, I probably wouldn't have said anything.
You wouldn't have. You think?
Nah. Yeah, I would.
You wouldn't have.
I was like, man, my pride wouldn't let me get in the way. No, it was just me being shy, but I did say something. Though.
You sure did. And by the time I got home, you'd sent me Drew Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Beauty. That's our song, baby.
Now I walk past you every day. Beauty is her name.
Y'all, we love y'all so much. Don't be a grasshopper. Really, our prayer for this whole month of us doing these podcasts was to really
have goals. Stay somewhere.
Make you think.
Stay somewhere. Don't get uptight.
Don't leave too soon.
Don't leave too soon.
Don't abort the mission.
Yeah.
Don't feel like that you have no movement.
Come with good intents.
This time, stay the course.
Yes.
And we love you. Listen, make sure that you're following. Make sure you're sharing this. Make sure that you are subscribing. And we love you. We thank you.
Grasshopper need to get in the master class.
They definitely need to get in the master class.
Listen to the master.
Yeah. Get in my masterminds, man. Get in our couple goals. I mean, we got so much going on. Just go to realtalkkim.com and get in something. Subscribe to this, share this, and we cannot wait to see you next week. Love you guys.
Yay Media Group.